All right, so a question we just got recently in our email was, how do I turn people who are joining my Facebook group into paid members? Or how do I launch and sell inside of my Facebook group? So let's just talk a little bit about the trajectory and the customer map of leading to that sale and what it looks like inside of your Facebook group, and how we have built our Facebook group to 73,000 members at the point of this video and $1.5 million in sales in less than 3 years, only using organic marketing and sales strategies inside of our Facebook group. So the first thing is, when people are joining your Facebook group, you're going to want to build your email list. This is super important. Getting them on your email list, whether this is through a freebie, getting them to opt into a challenge that you're going to be launching, a training, whatever it might be. Capturing their email, though, in the beginning is super important. And there's a ton of ways that you can do it inside of your Facebook group. That's why we love Facebook groups so much, is you can capture it in so many different areas and in so many different ways. Then we go into the market research. So thinking about your ideal clients, utilizing things inside of your Facebook group, viral posting, membership questions, your welcome post, all of these things to find out what the true pain points and struggles of your audience is. Because the more you get them to engage and tell you about it, the more likely they are to associate your Facebook group with that content and come back for more. It also really helps as well with your sales, because you can take the language that people have given you inside of these comments or these questions and use it in your landing pages, in your sales pages, in your promotion emails, all of these places. So really, at the end of the day, your audience truly does feel like you're speaking to them. Now, when they're inside of your group, they're inside of your email list, it is all about building that know, like, and trust. Setting yourself up as the authority inside of that group, setting yourself up as the expert, and letting them know through posting, through videos, through other forms of content that you are the expert inside of this group on the specific topic. For us, we're the expert inside of the group on how to grow your Facebook group and how to launch and make sales inside of your Facebook group. So we talk all about that, making sure people understand. So that's through email nurturing, that's through content inside of our Facebook group, building that relationship, because the warmer the leads are when it comes to opt-ins, the higher your conversion is going to be. Then the final step is that sales strategy. So it kind of goes into that question that we got in that email of, how do I turn my Facebook group members into paid members? Now, thinking about your sales strategy, it's a big, scary thing sometimes, but it doesn't have to be when you have the right strategy, right? So when it comes to sales strategy inside of our Facebook group, we go off of three points. The first one being our promotion, the second one being our launch, and the third one being our sales. Now, I can go deeper into this in another video because it is a big bad thing, but really what you want to be thinking about if you're looking to turn them into paid members is, how can you create a promotion plan to get people to opt in to your challenges or your trainings or your memberships. And a big mistake we see a lot of people make is they think that because someone is a Facebook group member or because someone is on their email list, that they are already automatically have opted in and are going to buy. And that's not the case. So we have that promotion period that's really important to getting people to opt in and getting people to engage with our content. The second thing is launching. So we get into the launching phase, whether you're doing a masterclass, a 3-day challenge, 10-day challenge, 5-day challenge, whatever it might be, you need your launch strategy to be seamless. One of the biggest things with your launch strategy you need to make sure happens is show up. Now, people are not going to just show up. Same thing as just because they're in your group doesn't mean that they're automatically going to opt in. You need a show up sequence to get people to show up to your lives, to get people to interact with them, to get people to show up and interact with if you have homework going on after. That's really important because a lot of our sales, majority of our sales come in those first few days of getting people to show up. And especially that day 2, if we're ever doing a 3-day challenge, that day 2, when we have what we call the waitlist strategy, that's part of our launching strategy, that is where we get the majority of our sales. And then the rest, the majority of our sales come from the day 3 live. So a lot of it relies on our audience showing up to our launch. So show up is a big part of that part number 2. Then finally, we go into promotion. So sales. Do you have an email sequence for promotion emails? Do you have a strategy to connect with people in the DMs who are warm leads? We're not doing cold DMs, but do you have a way to connect with warm leads inside of the DM to make sure if they have any additional questions or what's holding them back, things like that? What's your strategy after you end that launch strategy to get to continue the buying momentum, right? Because if you decide when you are done with your launch that you're just done and you don't do anything beyond that, the sales are going to stop. You need to make sure that you have a clear promotion schedule that includes emails, lives, DMs, posting, so many other things that continues the momentum of letting you hit that sales goal that you're working towards. So the short answer to this of how do I turn my Facebook group members into paid members, it's all about going through this customer map. And once you get to that sales strategy, it's all about having those 3 points of promotion, launching, and selling. If you want to know more about this, make sure you're inside our group, Women Entrepreneurs Success Through Community. I have the link below. And need anything else, just let us know.